is Mania. You can call me Nia. I from the 7th club, and here I will answer the question. The first is, when I was junior high school, my teacher often used real life examples, such as example, dialogues, or texts about hobbies and food. He also wrote grammar rules on the board, so we use real life context, interactive projects, and written notes.
Hello everyone, this is Maratuna Saliha Ramadona. Here I would like to answer the question that is given my lecturer. First question is, what is the strategies that is used by your teacher in senior high school? My teacher often use illicit technique. Illicit technique is a game that all students is a game to guess some English word by a picture or etc. In my class, this game is enthusiastically joined by all my friends. And then for grammar, my teacher often use English text, and the student must read this text, and he will guide how to read correctly. So maybe that's all from me, and thus I say thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is my experience in learning grammar and vocabulary. Is that if grammar is explained, then we will be given several questions about what has been discussed and how to apply it. And we will be given several questions and how to pronounce it and discuss it together. For vocabulary, there are several parts. 2 weeks of vocabulary deposits. Every week we are memorized 100 new words. So in 2 weeks we memorize 200 words. And the next 2 weeks we are given the task of making a simple sentence from all the vocabulary that we have to memorize.
The first answer is contextualization. And not knowing a word's definition is not the same as knowing how to use it. The challenge: students often struggle with conversation with words naturally go together and connection the emotional weight of the word.
Okay, next.
Cognitive load and retention. The human brain can only process a limited amount of new information at once. The challenge: if a lesson is vocabulary heavy, students may suffer from information overload. Without consistent space repetition, new words and rules move quickly from short-term memory to the forgotten pile. The goal is moving knowledge from passive precognition or understanding when heard to active production or using it while speaking. Okay, next.
Okay, the third is native language interference. Students often try to apply the logic of their first language to the target language. The challenge that leads to literal translation errors. For example, a student might struggle with English tense if their native language doesn't change verb forms based on time.
The first is the actually face fluency dilemma, finding the right balance between teaching, set rules, and encouraging for experience in a constant struggle for educators. The challenge of enforcing grammar rules can make students anxious and afraid to speak. However, neglecting grammar instructively can lead to broken communication that is hard for others to understand.
For next is engagement and real-world application. Grammar is often perceived as boring or dry by students. The challenge is keeping motivation high when dealing with irregular verbs or complex sentence structures. Teachers must constantly find ways to make this technical aspect feel relevant to the students' real life.
Okay, the summary is for vocabulary, moving beyond rule memorize to functional textual use. For grammar, transitioning from understanding a rule to using intrinsically in fast-paced and speech. And the third, pedagogy, adapting materials to suit diverse learning style, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Okay?
Okay, maybe
That's all from us, and the last we say,
Assalamualaikum